Hello. I would like to tell you something from my daily practice as I'm practicing as a naturopath. Many people come to me, and women, children, and they complain about diffuse symptoms. The anamnesis I'm carrying out is conventional and in a holistic way. Of course, I'm taking the normal laboratory values. I'm checking the vitamin status or hormone status, and I'm collecting all the doctor's reports. In a patient interview, I determine other factors too. The diagnosis and treatment I'm doing is on the basis of naturopathy, of Ayurveda, homeopathy, and traditional Chinese medicine. And of course, there's also meditation for my patients. So many symptoms and diseases are caused by overwork and stress. What characterize strong personalities? What characterize a strong leadership role? And how does stress arise? What are my needs? What throws me off and back into balance? How does burnout occur? What does it mean, the 12 phases of burnout? And what are the solutions? About these topics, I would like to talk to you. So strong personalities, they know their values. They know when to delegate responsibility to others. They go through this world with their heads up. Strong personalities have a healthy relationship with finances. They are aware of their skills and abilities. They stand up for justice and righteousness. They know they are worth living a happy and fulfilling life. Once Sri Mataji said, if you're a strong personality with those vibrations, if you are strong, then you make the other person also stronger. And you give him the nectar of life. So today is the message that we have to resurrect our matter within and without. A person that is a leader doesn't always have to lead the way. It can also go at the back to support the weakest. It relies on mutual and reciprocal leadership qualities. It practices letting go and trustingly leave him or his or her social skills to colleagues or family members. It's important that we develop kindness and empathy. That makes you strong. So be confident and compassionate. I would like to introduce you and also talk about some great personalities in history who all had these qualities. For instance, there was Maria Theresa. In 1717, she was the Queen of Austria and Hungary. She was a working mom, and she had 16 children. Another great, famous leader person is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was an American lawyer, and she was called to the Supreme Court advocate of women's rights. In 1963, she became the first teacher as a woman at the Rutgers Law School. Have you ever heard about Margaret Hamilton? In 1936, she was a NASA engineer and developed the flight control system software for the Apollo 11 lunar mission. Now we come to music. You must have heard about Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Johann Sebastian Bach, Antonio Vivaldi, and some artists, also to mention Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, William Blake, politicians who were having a leading role in history, Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, and the scientists like Albert Einstein, Carl Gustav Jung, and don't forget the sport people from tennis, Björn Borg and John McEnroe. So we are mentioning these people. They were facing also enormous stress, but they had the capabilities of changing the world a little bit to the better. So when we talk about stress, what does it mean? Stress is very subjective. It can cause psychosomatic symptoms, starting, for instance, with abdominal pain, up to headache, to all other kind of diseases. Stress can arise on different levels: mental level, social level, and physical level. So, for instance, through fear one can get stress. Reactions, feelings of guilt, neglect of our needs, conditionings, misuse. This all can trigger stress reactions. So if our expectations, for instance, are violated, we react. We can react outward, that means in appropriative or aggressive way, or we can act inwards in a self-destructive manner. How can we reduce stress? We can reduce stress levels by recovering from, for instance, safety, love, joy, compassion, courage, freedom, righteousness. So boost your production of happiness hormones. These are serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin. But how do we boost them? These activities, for instance, like exercise, doing sports, eating meals with loved ones, and increasing your intake of healthy nutrition, this all helps to boost your happiness hormones. And of course, Sahaja Yoga meditation, which Sri Mataji has introduced, this offers a solution because we are working with the 5 elements. We can balance our right side, our left side, to stay in the presence, in the middle, in the center. Abraham Maslow has developed a pyramid of hierarchy of needs. So there are different needs. The first one is the physiological need, which means you need something to eat, you need something to drink, you have to sleep. These are essential. Next comes then the security needs. So you need a roof over your head. If it would be nice, to have a door to be closed. Then there are, the needs of belongings. Beloved needs, intimate relationships, friends, prestige and feeling of accomplishment. After that comes the desire for self-actualization. Only then comes transcendence, transformation. That means the desire for spiritual growth, a dimension transcending the individual self or something that lies outside the observable system. In Sahaja Yoga, Sri Mataji has called this the self-realization. Be realized, be aware of yourself. These are the self-fulfillment needs, the self-actualization. This is achieving one's full potential, including all creative activities. What is throwing me off balance? Maybe you have heard about the stress pendulum. So when we are in stress, either we are overactive or we are in exhaustion and deep depression. So stress from expectation is the feelings of guilt we feel. Stress from fear has an effect on our heart, on our head. Anger, it's getting an overactive right side. Guilt feeling, you feel here in this portion of the neck, maybe a lethargy left side and tiredness. This all feeds or guides us to loss of control, like self-control, and we lose dignity and self-esteem. So what is throwing me off balance? The lack of discipline, lack of balance, lack of respect or tolerance, enthusiasm and equality, also diseases, non-compliance with agreements, transgressions, weakness. The list can be long and can be very different from person to person. So there are the 12 burnout phases. This is of Mr. Freudenberger. He has put these 12 phases into 4 quarters. The first one, the first 3, let's say, they say claim and activity. That means you're overactive, you want to prove what you're doing, you want to have achievements. This is still normal, a normal engagement. Then comes the second quarter. This is relied to repression and denial. No, I'm not overworked. I can handle everything, I can manage all the projects parallel. The third quarter is the behavior change. That means you're changing your personality. You're not the same person. People are wondering, what are you doing? And the last quarter is the exhaustion, physically and emotionally, which turns to depression, which we call also burnout. So, but what brings me back into the balance? So we have to do something for our good, for body and soul. Try to change the external circumstances. Start with that. Optimize your sleep. Eat your meals regularly. Make sure you exercise regularly and do some sports. Have a look in the greens, being outside. And foremost, setting boundaries. Learn to say no. No is a complete sentence. You know that? Make and keep arrangements. Regain control. And don't do multitasking. We are not born for that. From time to time, try a digital detox. Switch off all your mobile devices. Reduce your sugar consumption. And clean up and declutter. That helps a lot. I also can say I'm doing it much too less. And respite. What brings me back into balance? Again, take care of your inner balance. Listen to your tummy, let's say gut, brain or tummy feeling. Pay attention to your needs. When did I sleep? When did I eat last time? When did I drink water? Allow feelings and time for me. Consciously enjoy the moment. Pay attention to contentment, inner peace, and mental relaxation. Do you have a hobby? Cultivate your hobbies. Start, for instance, meditating. Well, what is so special about Sahaja Yoga meditation? What Sri Mataji has invented? It's a unique form of pausing. The method is easy for everyone. You will immediately see the results and achievements. It's all-inclusive. You're your own boss. You become thoughtless. It can reduce stress. It can promote your health. It is applicable everywhere. It's portable. And it's always for free. If you have any questions, please, I'm there for you. Thank you.